Hello and welcome to Briar Rose Cottage. It is August the 10th already. Just a quick start to the video. And for those that don't know, my name is Ray. If you're wondering about this, it actually has a few little ones down here. Monkey tried unsuccessfully to jump from me, because that's what he likes to do. Cats like to jump from me and on me, to the headboard above the bed. And we're in the living room, so I don't know why I'm pointing up, but there you go. To above where the bed is. And it didn't work, and he used my face. Yeah, you can see right here. He used me as stairs. Once again, as horrible as that looks, I did not bleed very much. So, oops, sorry. I'm not worrying about the aspirin and excessive bleeding and stuff. Makes me wonder how much aspirin I would actually have to take to have it do what doctors and nurses are saying it's going to do. So I'm counting myself, oh, that feels good, as an oddity. As I am an oddity, and we're just going to go with the flow on that. Today, trying to dress in layers, kind of go with the Hobbit flow of layers of things over things. Taking care of my Renauds. It's a beautiful day, as you can see by the glow. And I want to get outside. Yesterday was rainy and I could have done stuff in the house, but on Monday we did a whole bunch of work in the backyard, and I unfortunately did not have time to really do a before and an after. So I will be showing you at least some of what was done, because it goes in conjunction with what I'd love to try and get done today that I don't know if I can. Digging might be out of the question. Digging and lifting stuff. If you can hear that, that is a back massager. I ended up sleeping most of yesterday while it was raining. We did a bunch of grocery shop on Tuesday, so between the heavy work on Monday and then the going out and about instead of just relaxing, to go and get the groceries done, because that was the plan. Dave had the day off, so wanted to get that done. Anyways, I just really super pooped me out, and I had no get up and go yesterday, so I didn't even bother. It was a TV day, fall asleep and stuff, and just eat when I ate and that kind of thing. But today I'm up. I got dressed yesterday, light clothes and stuff, but I got up. I've got going outside and doing stuff clothes, and just generally focusing. But my back is so tight from sleeping yesterday. I was just trying to get some laundry done, and my back cramped up on me, more towards in the ribs there. So definitely need to take it easy today. I did have to do laundry because one of the cats threw up on the couch, so I had to wash the sheet. And am I ever glad I put the sheet on there, because now I don't have to really wash the couch. Dave is just losing too many crumbs in between the cushions on his side. So the plan today is to deal with that laundry, because we've got a bunch of wind today, and then I can hang it up outside and mostly get it dried outside, save some money on the dryer. I've got some kitchen cleanup to do, because my sink is full of plastic containers that I'm just going to throw in the garbage. because it's questionable where we are was whether or not they actually can be recycled. They don't like the little flyer thing I got said they don't want any single-use food containers, like those things that the you go to Walmart and buy the they call clamshell containers. You can buy cookies in it. They don't want those, so I gotta do that. I missed garbage day and recycling, just didn't have enough. And like I said, today was recycling day and I slept all day yesterday, so even if I know I have enough stuff to have filled that bag up and to take it out, I just didn't have it to go. So, and then the outside project, but yes, definitely taking it easy today. Lots of huffing and puffing when I went downstairs to get stuff out of the dryer, pulling the sheet off here, just even folding clothes. So I don't know what all I'm going to get done in this 30-minute video, but we are just going to do what we can do and be proud of ourselves and thankful that we even got that much done. So yes, I'm very grateful that I'm not putting off video and I'm actually doing it, and I'm going to take this halo, this big glowy ball, and use it to inspire me and energize me and go and get stuff done today. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna get stuff done, dun dun dun, and who knows what we'll be talking about in the same my tongue doesn't work. I'm tired, so who knows what we'll be talking about. Okay, and until the next bit. So as you can see, as I'm walking into the kitchen, and I'm using the camera stand thingy here, hopefully it'll hold the camera a little bit steady. I have that laundry from the other day to fold. I think it's Mondays, and the goal is to get this cleaned up. And there's my sink full of stuff that needs to be cleaned up, and right here tidied up. I can possibly get Dave to empty that. But yes, or maybe I should do it because then I can load the dishwasher. But anyways, okay, as you can see, whoops, there's Simon. Not bad in here. That fell on the floor, but it'll be going on. But over here, where this bin is, and pile of cat food and craft dinner, is where the washing machine is eventually going to go. But I got to clean this mess up here. Got to get that all cleaned up. Okay, let me put some shoes on. Here, and Simon will go ahead of me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get hung up because it's doing this type thing. Washing machine, gunk, 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 and then yes, I got a ton of laundry. But one of the biggest things that happened was a bit of tidy up of the deck, and I had Rob cut all of that out. But as you can see, there's no stairs, so that was supposed to be the goal today, was to do stairs, and we have a howling in that wind, so it's probably, I'm gonna have to talk over it. But yes, ow, I just banged my head on this thing for laundry, is we got all of this cleaned up. I've put a tire there for a future planter, and it helps makes the division for what I'm doing with this piece of backyard for gardening. We got this over here tidied up a bunch, so that my path over there, I can work on that. So now there's a bunch of stuff that's like over here. I'm hoping to quit with this moving stuff back and forth, back and forth, back and forth here pretty quick. And the other thing I did was I moved the trailer. Rob helped me. Rob and Dave helped. Move the trailer back here out of the way, where it never has to be moved from again unless somebody absolutely wants it. But we cleaned up, got rid of all this stuff. This was like the first thing, one of the first things that we did was move all the boards off here over, more over there where the garbage pile is. What you doing down there, Morgana and Sebastian? Morgana. So yes, it got this all rather more tidied up here too, and I'll show you over here. This thing was empty on Monday, and that's how much rain we got over the last few days. So yes, a bunch of stuff is now over here, so it's messy again. And the wood that was in front of the deck is now over there. It's sorted. So if it's any good at all for craft projects or whatever that I want, and not just fire pit, then yay. If it's not, eventually there's going to be fire pit here. And then we'll just do a quick little walk this way so you can see. And I moved the bench that was over by the fire pit. Rob and I moved the bench to right there under the trees, and that's its permanent home. And eventually I want to sand it and paint it. I just haven't figured out what I want to what colors I want to paint it. So that should be interesting. So so that's basically what's happened here. I've got to clean up over there so we can get that wood thing back and in, and that we might meow meow involves moving the zucchini a bit here to make this thing fit in here and get this stuff kind of, get the stuff kind of tidied up here so that I can get into the garage to clean it up. So this stuff that's in here can go in the garage, because I want to put this little stuff in there. This stuff that's piled up over here is stuff to be spray painted. Some of it purple, some of it not, because I don't want it. Purple is now the favorite color for me, but I don't want everything to be purple. I don't want to burn myself out with the purple. And yes, the other day I put I think it was Sunday, because I ended up taking Saturday off instead of Sunday. I put this piece of 4x4 in behind here to help keep the water, when I water the tree, on the tree instead of running down the hill. So, but yeah, there's a lot of water in there for that. So, and as you can see, it's a very windy day. Very, very windy day. So, okay, we'll stop this for right now and get my socks on, because we're taking care of my Renaud's. Like I said, today we're going to take care of my Renaud's, and we'll focus on the kitchen. We're back in the kitchen. I have pulled my hair back so that it's not in my face while I try and do stuff. You can see over here, and there we go, shears for that I bought the other day when we went secondhand thrifting, and I just love them. They're a really pretty grape color. Try not to bang my head on the cupboard. I've been using all sorts of bags from cereal bag box liners to chip bags and stuff now for garbage bags, because we have one of those rolly bins, and the truck comes, picks up the rolly bin, and it kind of corrals all the stuff. So right here, right now, what I'm going to do is empty, whoops, all this stuff out of the sink into this cat litter bag. I usually don't buy on a regular basis things in those plastic containers anymore, because of the fact that it's hard to tell whether or not I can actually recycle any of that. But if I do want an already done chicken, you can do that. And I'm sure there's 1,001 craft projects that can be done with them, to reuse them for stuff around my house. But at the same time, I don't have enough time for the projects I already have that I really want to do. So I got all that plastic out of the sink. Whoops, one more mushroom thing. I really wish Walmart would get mushrooms in a bin, and then you can put them in a paper bag, because I can totally either recycle or compost the plastic, the paper bag. And we mostly shop at Walmart, because Dave works there, and we get he's got the staff discount, right? So that's the perk, one of the perks of working at Walmart. She gets your discount. Unfortunately, we are then kind of stuck with what they provide. So got all that plastic out of the sink. What do we got in the garbage? Oh yeah, there we go. A little freezer bag full of all sorts of other stuff. And Dave loves his fudge cookies. And so there we go. The garbage is all corralled. And we use one of these cereal liners and put it in here. And the filmy plastic that was on the mushrooms, I can put that in my compost. That stuff breaks down really well in there. And so there, in just a few minutes, I managed to get rid of, I take my garbage out, and then as a chronic hand washer, got that from being allergic to dust. So being allergic to dust is how I became a chronic hand washer. Yay allergies. You touch something, and then I forget I do that, and that puts it right across here. So washing my hands all the time just became a thing for me from a long time ago. Okay, so we got that little chore done, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, so the compost is now out too as well, and I filled my compost buckets with water from that rain barrel and soaked it so that with this wind, any loose paper towel or whatever wouldn't fly all over the world, because it's trying. And then yes, that's what it was. I looked that way to remember what it was I did next. And then I took the bin with all the pop bottles and cans and things like that in it, and put that in the bag in the shed, because that's where we collect it. turning on the ice maker because it's kind of humid today. So, but right now here what I'm doing is I'm making a rhubarb lemon drink. I use this. How about we use the English side for all the French people out there? There we go. There's the English side. And it says for 4 teaspoons in 1 cup of water for a whole thing. That is over a tablespoon. It's kind of what I use because I have this scoop in there, and I usually, not quite that much, because I don't want all that sugar, and it's often very strong. So there we go, about that's about a tablespoon, so I'm using less than what they call for in this great big cup from Tim Hortons, which is more than 1 cup or 250 milligrams, because we do both here. Some of us are still very old school. And then I have the refrigerator's right there. In my refrigerator, I have my, we will turn this around because we're not advertising, because I did not drink this. I was giving these bottles by someone else. They just make really good, these little junky bottles make really good for putting your syrups and things in. It's 750 milliliters is the size of the bottle, which is 3 cups. And what I have a recipe for a raspberry drink that you mix this with ginger ale and ice, and I'm sure that would be really good, but ginger ale upsets my stomach now, so but I love it in lemonade, so I give it a good shake. And from what I can tell, it's almost like a blackberry cordial, or like cordials. Oh, that's so good. Except that it's made with rhubarb, so I have that. So that's a lot of sugar for this entire glass, and because it takes a cup of sugar in that recipe to make that rhubarb stuff, the rhubarb. And then I just go over to the sink. If I had ice, I would already had ice in here. But I have a Brita water filter on the tap. Give this a little stir. And then I find if I drink it fairly quickly, because I'm really thirsty, a lot of times the sugar will start settling, because it's the heaviest in here. And then I don't get all the sugar. I get all the juice and the flavor and stuff, but I don't get all the sugar from the powdered mix. And I can rinse that down the drain. So it served its purpose without filling me up with sugar. So now we're going to go into the living room because I need to sit down for a bit. Oh, my spot's messy on my side table here. I'm going to get rid of these so I have more room for this. And we're going to see if we can sit you right here without you falling down for just a few minutes. And the goal is, while I'm sitting with my back on the massager, this out of the way. Whoop. Is to get the laundry, get this basket of laundry folded while I sit and take a break. Cat hair. So I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. It's Thursday here. Some places it's Friday, so I'm hoping your day is going well and it's kind of sunny. Oh, that feels so good. But yes, you can see from, like I talked in that one video, the change that is happening. Here, everything's starting to get opened up and be cleaner. Even if it's a mess, for me it's cleaner, absolutely cleaner, which is good. So rhubarb lemonade. Definitely 2 thumbs up. So I must admit, folding laundry is not my least favorite of all things to do when it comes to chores. But I'm not in love with it. You know, and I will be really happy when I'm more done getting caught up with everything that's in the basement. I'm almost, like I think I said in my one video, there's only an itty bitty little bit. Well, for me it's an itty bitty little bit. There's some big blankets and I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm actually going to wash them in the new washing machine. I can only do one at a time, but I don't know where the nearest laundromat is. So I'm kind of at a loss as to what to do about it, whether or not to just suck it up and have one day here, one day there of extra exercise and wash them in the other washing machine, seeing as how it's already kind of dead, because I haven't got rid of that washing machine. Or I'm sorry, that just feels so good on my back. So if you see my eyes go cross-eyed, it's because of that. And on the crochet front, these are now stained, but I do enjoy making myself little dishcloths, and I love little dishcloths. Like, look at how tiny that is. You know, that one may have even been a coaster I had, and it got mixed up, and so I started using it. But I love how little it is. But yes, I'm discovering for washing dishes, that's about as big as I really want them anymore. I just don't really care for having big, huge, clunky cloths that I have to fold anyways, and then it doesn't fit in my dishes properly and that kind of thing. I don't like sponges for washing dishes, because I can't just chuck it and throw it in there, and maybe it's too plasticky for me. You know, maybe that's what the problem is. Those are made from cotton, so it's kind of nice. Maybe it's just a texture thing and it just feels better on my hands. I don't know. I'm so tactile. And just the feeling of natural stuff just is so nice. Like cotton feels so nice, you know, type thing. my stuff stuck together. That's awesome. So yes, it's being one of those huff and puff days for sure. I am probably not getting outside to do any digging or anything. Just a little bit of weeding maybe later if it's not pouring rain or something like that. But I'm not unhappy with what's happening in my world today. Just that little bit of tidy up going on, and it's just so wonderful. Oh, a little hint: if you hang towels outside and they don't get all fluffy from the wind or something, because it was just not that kind of a day, then shake them out really good. Give them a good shake. Or what I do after I have my bath and I go to use it, is I just immediately pull it against my skin to, like, you know, give myself a hug, because I like bath sheets. They're bigger, not a little girl. And the water soaking in them helps to soften up. Soften them up a little bit. Or put them in the dryer for a few minutes, just a little bit on the no heat fluff, and let them bounce around in there for a bit. But I just love the way laundry smells when it's been hung up outside. I'm going to miss it, because all too quickly here it's going to be winter, and you can hang laundry up outside in the wintertime. I have seen it done, and it does work, but what you're doing is you're freeze drying your clothes. So if you don't want to wait for a very long time and have everything covered in snow or get rained on or whatever as you go along, then you go back to ye old dryer. And for me that means taking laundry downstairs. But with the washing machine upstairs, it's still a lot less of heavy stuff going up and down, up and down, up and down the stairs. I don't have to throw laundry downstairs to put into the washing machine and then sort it all out on the floor that in front of the stairs, and be careful so I don't trip and fall. It's just going to be a question of where to store the dirty laundry that we collect upstairs. Besides, the bedroom is fine, but maybe get into the rhythm of more of I strip the bed and it immediately goes into the washing machine. We have to see, because I'm definitely at a disadvantage when it comes to having the oomph to do stuff on the day-to-day, because of the 3 different arthritis, because of the allergies. It's like I have this buffet smorgasbord of things that go on with me every single day, and that makes it hard. So this is where this whole being kinder to myself and stuff really comes into play, because I don't just have fibromyalgia, and I don't just have Raynaud's syndrome, and I don't just have osteoarthritis, and I'm not sitting here making light or less of anyone who only has one of those things, because having one of those things really changes how you do your day anyways. But having all of them mixed together really does pose its own challenges above just having one. And so that's what's happening now in my videos, is just working with what I got and where I'm going and life in general. So I'm going to pause here. I'm hoping you guys got your drink and you're just relaxing and sitting back and enjoying the moment. Because I know when I watch Remy Clogg or Elise Bush or Rachel Maxey or The Kitchen Witchery or any of the other things, and even Gab Smolders with her 3-hour long videos sometimes that she does, then when I stop and I watch those, I just automatically start to relax, you know, and that kind of thing. So my brain just stopped there. So I'm gonna stop this, finish folding my laundry, and then see how I'm feeling and where I'm going from that, and then I'll come back and let you guys know what's what, and maybe wrap up the video, because I know 17 minutes here, and with all the bits that I have, it's more than, I think I have more than half an hour. So if I do any more today, we're probably going to be doing 2-parters and things like that. I'm really thinking about how I'm doing my channel. So until the next moment, cheers everybody, and I'll talk at you in a bit here. So I've decided to wrap up this bit of video as part 1 of August 10th. I got my sink more or less emptied down to a few little things, and the dishwasher is going. Took a break a little bit to run more massager on my back and have some loves with Cleo, and Dave came home, so we were talking, and yeah, so but then I started, got my laundry. As you can see, laundry's hanging up. I've got the duvet cover hanging on the railing. As you can see, it's still quite windy. Hello, Morgana. It's still quite a windy day here on the 10th of August. Looks like we are definitely going to get maybe that rain they're saying tonight, or we're going to get a bit of a storm or whatever. But with the amount of rain that fell, I don't feel like I need to water, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, so we'll wrap this up. So peace, love, and happiness, everybody. And remember, even on your slow days and your take it easy days, you can still get a whole bunch of stuff done. You're far more productive than what you maybe think you are. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and don't forget to pat yourself on the back for doing a good job. And peace, love, and happiness, and until the next part 2. Bye.